Hi guys, so I learned a fun new skill today. Well, I suppose it depends on how you look at fun. But I took my grandmother to her church for a morning tea to make palm crosses for Palm Sunday, which is this Sunday. It's the Sunday before Easter. And it was a bit of a nightmare because we didn't really know how to do it, and we did have some instructions, but we ended up YouTubing some videos. But some of them were a little bit hard to follow. But after a little while, I actually got quite good at it. So I thought I would do a video of my own to show you how to do it. Now I'm going to do it a little bit backwards because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. But you can either do it that way or do the whole process turned around to you. It doesn't really matter. Depends on how your spatial reasoning is. You can work out which way is which. So, palm leaf on a palm frond, I think. So you cut it off, and they kind of come in a little thing with two halves. So some of them are a little bit dirty, been outside. So we just gave them a little bit of a clean. Just a damp cloth. Get the dirt off. It's a nice clean little palm frond. And then, as you can see already, they come in half. So, mostly when you tear them in half, you get one side, which is good, but then the other side ends up with like the vein in the middle of the leaf, which can make it a little bit hard to fold. So, just do a little cut, some scissors, and then you can just peel that little center vein off. And you've got nice pliable leaf frond to work with. So I'm going to try and do this backwards so you can see what I'm doing. Apologise about the bright red nails, that's probably really distracting. So I normally start with the pointy end. So with your right hand, and you can either do it, I'm going to do it facing you, but you can do the same theory facing yourself because it works a bit easier, but I'll do it facing you because it'll probably make more sense. So with your right hand, and the pointy one, you go up, squish it, and you end up with this little triangle, and then you go down, kind of like origami, which I don't know that I was ever very good at when I did it at school. So down, and you end up with a little triangle here. It stays in a bit of an L shape, and then you go up again. Now this is the fiddliest bit because you've got to sort of hold it all together so it doesn't fall apart. But once you secure this bit, it's easy to make the 4 points because it's sort of secured in a knot. So you've done your 3 movements with your right hand. You've gone up, down, and up. And that's when then you take your left hand with the bit that attaches to the stalk, I guess, and you go across. And you still get your little L shape. Now all you're working, like the little pockets that you're creating are, I'll just flip it around for a minute, are on the back. So you can see these little pockets. So you've done up, down, up with your right hand and the pointy bit. And then you do the one across with the wide bit. And then you actually do need to flip it. So your working is towards you. I'm going to do mine towards you so you can see it. And you take the thick end. Now sometimes, because it gets thinner, I have just been cutting the end with scissors on a little bit of an angle. Just makes it a little bit easier to fit So and then you take your left again and you have to put it through the pocket and it comes out the other side. This is a really satisfying bit because then it's sort of secure into an L shape. You can see the little square at the bottom where your pockets are made. So I always make this thick part the bottom and the top of my cross. So, this little one's got a little bit of a dry bit, so I might just snip the little dry bit off because it looks a bit silly. So, on this side, the pocket is the horizontal. That's the one you're going to make your sides with. So, take your pointy end, you tuck it through your pocket and pull it out the other side. Is it really annoying the way I'm saying pocket? It just makes me laugh. And so you do it about as long as you want, center. And then you just take the pointy end and you go back through the other side of the pocket. And it just tucks in behind itself. So, if you're handling them, that's probably the only bit that's likely to pop out, but you can just tuck it back in. I don't know that you're meant to flatten them. I think they're meant to be quite ribbon-like, but they tend to stay in a little bit better if you flatten them. So then, I've even got it around the right way. On this side you can see a little pocket that goes vertically. That makes sense, isn't it? Vertically. That you put the thick one through. Because I've cut it on an angle, it fits through a bit, but it does get thicker, so it's a little bit tight. You pull it through as far as you want your top to be. And the end doesn't stay like a ribbon. I suppose you could if you wanted to just tuck one end through, but I think they're meant to be open on one end. And that's how we were making them today anyway. So yeah, I was quite impressed with myself that I managed to make that. To learn this new skill today. So I thought I would share it with a video. So I'll do another one. The other half I had before. Oh goodness, I've lost it already. A little bit of a vein there on that one. So we've got another one. So pointy end. And go up. Make a little triangle. Little L shape. And then down. And got a little pocket triangle here. And then up. So I say it's a 3 with the one side, so 3 and then 1 basically, and then a second one to secure it. So 3 up and down, and then 1 with the left hand across. And then you've got your little working out pocket on one side, and just fold it over. Okay, we'll cut thick end again. This little pocket. See, this is the fiddly bit, because once you've got this secured, this little top one doesn't want to fall anywhere. Yeah. Did so well the first time, and now I'm getting stuck. Oh, cool. So you pull it through your little pocket, and then it's secure. So that makes it heaps easier to work with. So I make the thick part my bottom and my top of my cross. So snip the little dry bit off again. And turn around. So I've got the open ends. So you tuck one side through the open side, sort of so it's about halfway so they're even. And then you get a pointy end. Actually, it's going to be easier if I do it this way. And you tuck it back through the pocket, and you can see it sort of sticks out. And it does make it a little bit loose, but I reckon once we do this bit, it sort of tightens it up a little bit. So that was the two little pockets on the sides. Now, a little pocket on the top and the bottom. So you get the thick bit, put it through the pocket, pull it through, and there you go. Hopefully you'll be able to follow that.